Have you ever felt like someone in your life is constantly manipulating you, but you can't quite put your finger on how or why? Do you find yourself walking on eggshells around a person who seems to play the victim while subtly undermining your confidence? If so, you might be dealing with a covert narcissist. Unlike their more overt counterparts, covert narcissists are masters of disguise, hiding their self-centeredness behind a facade of humility and vulnerability. This makes them particularly challenging to identify and even harder to handle. In this video, we'll dive deep into the world of covert narcissism, exploring what it is, how it manifests, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself from its insidious effects. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's unravel this complex topic together. If you find this discussion helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into navigating tricky relationships. Covert narcissism is a term that might sound contradictory at first. After all, when we think of narcissists, we often picture loud, arrogant, and attention-seeking individuals who dominate every room they enter. But covert narcissists are different. They operate in the shadows, using subtlety and emotional manipulation to get their way. Imagine someone who appears shy, self-effacing, or even overly sensitive, but beneath that surface lies a deep need for admiration and control. They might not boast about their achievements or demand the spotlight, but they still crave validation and will go to great lengths to ensure they get it. This duality makes covert narcissists particularly dangerous because their behavior is harder to detect and often mistaken for genuine humility or introversion. One of the most challenging aspects of dealing with a covert narcissist is recognizing their behavior for what it truly is. Unlike overt narcissists, who are easy to spot due to their grandiosity and blatant self-absorption, covert narcissists are experts at blending in. They might play the victim, constantly seeking sympathy and support from those around them. They might also use passive-aggressive tactics to manipulate situations without ever taking direct responsibility for their actions. For example, they might give you the silent treatment when they're upset, leaving you to wonder what you did wrong. Or they might make backhanded compliments that leave you feeling confused and insecure. These behaviors are designed to keep you off balance, making it easier for the covert narcissist to maintain control over the relationship. Another hallmark of covert narcissism is their tendency to exploit others while maintaining a facade of innocence. They might guilt-trip you into doing things for them, framing it as though they're the ones making a sacrifice. For instance, they might say something like, "I guess I'll just have to handle this on my own, even though I'm already overwhelmed," knowing full well that you'll feel compelled to step in and help. This manipulation is often so subtle that you might not even realize it's happening until you're deep in the cycle of catering to their needs at the expense of your own. Over time, this dynamic can leave you feeling drained, resentful, and unsure of your own worth. Covert narcissists also have a knack for turning the tables in arguments, making you feel like you're the one at fault. They might twist your words, gaslight you into doubting your own perceptions, or play the victim to deflect attention from their own behavior. For example, if you confront them about something they've done to hurt you, they might respond with, "I can't believe you're attacking me like this. I'm always the one who gets blamed, even when I'm trying my best." This tactic not only shifts the focus away from their actions, but also leaves you feeling guilty for bringing up the issue in the first place. It's a classic move in the covert narcissist's playbook, designed to keep you in a state of emotional turmoil. So, how do you handle a covert narcissist? The first step is to recognize the signs and understand that their behavior is not a reflection of your worth or capabilities. Covert narcissists thrive on making others feel small and insecure, but their actions are rooted in their own deep-seated insecurities and need for control. Once you've identified the patterns of manipulation, it's important to set clear boundaries and stick to them. This might mean limiting your interactions with the person, refusing to engage in their mind games, or seeking support from a therapist or trusted friend. Remember, You have the right to protect your emotional well-being, even if it means distancing yourself from someone who refuses to respect your boundaries. Another key strategy is to avoid falling into the trap of trying to fix or save the covert narcissist. It's natural to want to help someone who appears to be struggling, especially when they present themselves as vulnerable or misunderstood. However, in the case of a covert narcissist, this desire to help often leads to enabling their manipulative behavior. They thrive on the attention and validation they receive from others, and your efforts to fix them may only reinforce their sense of entitlement. Over time, this dynamic can erode your own sense of self, leaving you feeling depleted and unsure of your own needs and boundaries. Instead of pouring your energy into trying to change them, focus on building your own resilience and self-esteem. This shift in focus is crucial for breaking free from the cycle of manipulation and reclaiming your emotional well-being. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you is another essential step in dealing with a covert narcissist. These individuals often isolate their targets, either directly or indirectly, by creating an environment where you feel like no one else truly understands or cares about you. By intentionally seeking out relationships with people who are kind, empathetic, and genuinely supportive, you can counteract this isolation and begin to rebuild your sense of self-worth. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's pursuing a hobby, spending time in nature, or connecting with loved ones. These positive experiences can serve as a reminder that your life has value beyond the toxic dynamics of the relationship with the covert narcissist. By strengthening your emotional foundation, you'll be better equipped to handle the challenges that come with dealing with someone who thrives on manipulation and control. It's also important to practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you're not alone in this struggle. Many people have found themselves entangled in relationships with covert narcissists, and it's not a reflection of your intelligence or judgment. These individuals are skilled at presenting themselves in a way that draws others in, often appearing as kind, sensitive, or even self-sacrificing. They may share stories of past trauma or hardship to elicit sympathy, making it difficult to see their true nature until you're already emotionally invested. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure of how to proceed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. A therapist can provide valuable insights and tools for navigating these complex dynamics, helping you regain a sense of control over your life and make informed decisions about how to move forward. In some cases, the best course of action may be to cut ties with the covert narcissist altogether. This can be an incredibly difficult decision, especially if the person is a family member, close friend, or romantic partner. The emotional bonds you've formed with them, combined with their ability to manipulate your feelings, can make it feel almost impossible to walk away. However, if the relationship is causing you significant emotional harm, and the other person is unwilling to change, it may be necessary to prioritize your own well-being. Ending a relationship with a covert narcissist can be painful, but it can also be incredibly liberating. It allows you to reclaim your sense of self, free from the constant emotional turmoil and manipulation that often characterize these relationships. As you consider cutting ties, it's important to prepare yourself for the potential fallout. Covert narcissists may react with anger, guilt-tripping, or even attempts to win you back with promises of change. They may try to paint themselves as the victim, turning others against you, or making you doubt your decision. Staying firm in your boundaries and reminding yourself of the reasons you chose to walk away can help you navigate these challenges. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family, or a therapist who can provide encouragement and perspective during this difficult time. Remember, your well-being is worth prioritizing, even if it means making tough decisions. As we wrap up this discussion, it's important to remember that dealing with a covert narcissist is no easy feat. Their subtle manipulation and emotional games can leave you feeling confused, drained, and unsure of yourself. They excel at creating an environment where you're constantly second-guessing your perceptions and feelings, making it difficult to trust your own judgment. However, by recognizing the signs of covert narcissism, setting clear boundaries, and prioritizing your own well-being, you can protect yourself from their toxic influence. It's a journey that requires courage, self-awareness, and a commitment to your own growth, but it's one that can ultimately lead to greater peace and fulfillment. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating content that empowers and informs. Navigating relationships with covert narcissists is a challenging and often isolating experience, but you don't have to face it alone. By sharing this information, you can help others recognize the signs and take steps to protect themselves from emotional harm. Together, we can create a community of support and understanding for those who are dealing with the complexities of covert narcissism. Thank you for joining us on this journey. And remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and love. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, there is always hope for a brighter future. By prioritizing your own well-being and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can break free from the cycle of manipulation and build a life that reflects your true worth. Take it one step at a time, and know that you are not alone.